What am I doing? The fuck? So. Oops, what the fuck? What the fuck is going on? There we go. I'm from Nevada. Okay. Hi, 420. The other part. Thank you. The other part. Not a fan, by the way. Not a fan. I've tried. There's a little area that I found that I like, but I'm doing whatever. You love Laughlin? Oh yeah, that's in Nevada, I forgot. I'm doing, whatever I'm doing, right? What's up, Ruben? How you doing? Hey, Virgil, that's funny. Yeah, why not, random? What the fuck, why not? That's right, doing what I'm doing, how I'm doing it. Okay. Okay. Me, I'm nomadic. I can't even tell you where I'm from. The Midwest originally. I've lived all over the country. Oh, yeah, that was Nico, actually. Lapping? No, it was hilarious, though, how that came out. I was like, oh, I read it different, too. I read a good bit of the chat incorrectly because I'm dyslexic and I'm trying to read it really fast. So what I read is, haha, listen to that dog launch that water. And I was like, oh, that's an interesting way to put it. Traveling feeds the soul. Lori came on in here and then went to my Patreon and messaged me privately. Hey, cowboy. And she was like, hey, girl, this is me. This is what I do. This is my property. This is where I'm at. She's like, I'm all by myself. Why don't you come hang out? And I'm like, I can't say that hasn't been in the back of my mind. And what else has been in the back of my mind is that movie Misery. So I didn't really think about it too much further, but whatever. What's going on, cowboy? What's up? You know what I mean? Like, what if I show up there and she's like, I'm so glad you're here. Yeah, I just gotta grab something out of my car. Your car is already gone. Oh, the new guy. Well, I'm glad you made it back. Thank you. Kevin, what you doing? Is your baby in bed? Oh. Adidas. I'm a sucker, Apparently it's a Nazi-owned company, but... What am I supposed to wear? But here's my question for the day, and this really was confounding me when I went out with the dogs earlier. I was putting my shoes on that aren't exactly new anymore, which bugs me, right? And the bottoms are dirty and like, I don't know, whatever, but I'm like, what asshole? What am I gonna say next? What asshole? Normally I wouldn't wear gray ankle socks with white shoes, but whatever, I didn't give a fuck. What asshole thought it would be a good idea to make white shoes, especially athletic shoes? Why do we tolerate this sort of fuckery? I just am gonna start walking. What? A woman? What? You're probably wrong. Most likely. I love white shoes, and I just need to go over to the sink and like spray them off because I like it when the bottoms are very clean. You know, I like it when they look brand new. They're starting to get little tiny creases in them, and I'm like, oh no. Why don't they have white cowboy boots? My chair sure is creaking, crinkling, squishy. Okay, so here's the deal. I'm about to smoke something. Alexa, what is the percentage of dudes wearing white shoes?
From mensflare.com. 55 white sneakers are a non-negotiable in every man's footwear rotation.
Okay. Hi, Tiger. Oh, how have I been? I'm fine. How are you? Where have you been? Where have you been, combat engineer? It's so funny because when you first started coming on here and I checked out your channel, you know, I thought you were like this 8-year-old kid coming on my channel. I'm like, it's not an 8-year-old kid, it's dad. Oh, shit.
Mom.
Yes, darling.
I'm about to blend this quick.
I'm sorry, what?
I'm about to blend this real quick.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Just kidding. He was blending. 1 second, my son in Pennsylvania is texting me. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Holy shit, this kid, man.
What?
All good, no worries. Oh my God, look at him go. Good for him, good for him, good for him. Wow. Ooh, he's in a copyright battle right now.
Who?
Corey is.
Same.
Yeah, he's in a copyright battle, but he's already monetized and he's sending me his earnings. He's like, so my son made an AI bot thing. Bye, cowboy. Have a good evening. Aw, Tashana, how are you? I haven't seen you in so long. But I did go to your channel and I clicked all notifications. It wasn't ever telling me when you went live. So I guess if I'm looking at my phone at the right time now, it will tell me. Are you still going live? I went to your page and it looked like you hadn't gone live in like 10 days. Is that true? Sorry. So he made a thing where it's an AI bot playing Minecraft. And subscribers can type certain things to help or hurt that bot. And he just put it up, what, 2 weeks ago? Maybe? 3 weeks ago? Maybe a month. And he's already monetized and has over 50,000 subs, maybe? And he's in a copyright battle now. So, you know, he's just a 20-year-old Penn State student. And, you know, I'm not going to say that, you know, I mean, whatever. I'm just going to let him, whatever. I mean, oh, what's wrong with me? What just happened in my brains? Oh no, Tashana, I'm so sorry. I love that you are sitting with it, girl. Sit with it. I know you're honoring this time, which is important, and it's. I'm sorry, girl. Are you guys traveling? 2 weeks? No, that's a song. Okay. Right. Right. You guys, look at this beautiful color combination I've discovered. That is actually a purple ball. This light on my Alexa is called purple ball because this ball down here is purple. And it's got a light inside. But it's like bumpy. It's got little tiny purple bumps all over it. I hope it's not radioactive, honestly. Now, come to think of it, it might be. How do I know? Maine for Pennsylvania. A lot, you mean a lot all at once, meaning just like everything happening personally and starting the channel and everything like that? What do you can smoking for my... What does that mean? Oh my God, 420. That is so funny. Yeah, he said, hey, it's just reality because I started doing yoga about 2 weeks ago too. And that's when I realized that I hate doing yoga with fucking clothes on. So I'm like, where can I do yoga the way I do yoga? That's so funny. Because I just want to do what I actually do in my home. And then sometimes I feel like turning the camera around, right? And I'm personally fine with that. My kids, they're kids of the 21st fucking 2024. Okay, Sean, that's fine. Oh my God. Tashana. Tashana. I'm sorry. That is, oh man, that is so fresh. I'm sorry. The weirdest thing is that, so forever, my best girlfriend's name is Corey, starts with K-K-O-R-Y. Also born September 11th. We've been friends since kindergarten. But I don't know. I got a funky vibe from her, and she just stopped kind of returning and reaching out. And so I let her and just have never talked to her since in like 3 years. I'm not going to force myself on someone just because we've known each other a long time. Good for you, honey. You know, I've had struggles with Judaism, but some of the things about it that I really love are beautiful. There are so many beautiful aspects about it, even though I have a hard time feeling like I fit in or belong or am accepted, and I'm not, and I don't. So, regardless. In Judaism, they sit Shiva for 7 days. The family sits in the home. And I think it's because you get the time to really just process, right? There's probably stages you go through during that week, regardless. And it brings the family together and gives you the time to start talking again or whatever, you know, if people are estranged, maybe. You know, I know that there came a point when I finally just had to, unfortunately, I had to set a boundary, and I don't speak with my sister anymore because of the incredible toxicity. And Sean, we don't do politics in here, honey. You know, when someone's literally bullying you your whole life, at what point do you realize that you're not obligated to put yourself through that anymore, right? It's like all these different things we go through, but then if we sit Shiva for 7 days with these family members, I bet a lot of that stuff gets hashed out. Now, I've never done it. My family didn't practice any type of Judaism. Sorry. But I think there's probably some wisdom in that practice, and I'm wondering maybe there's other traditions that have similar practices. Thank you, Eric. I appreciate that. I just kind of did that and I like it. I think it looks pretty. Yeah. My couch is like peridot green, but you can't see it right now. But I think that's really pretty too. Thank you. Yeah. And see, but then, okay, so here's a serious question for you about that. How do you know that it's harming you and you're not just being like a baby, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, how do you know when it's toxic and you're not just you yourself the source of the problem? Because I think that's really a valid consideration for most sane people. They want to know, like, am I the problem? And if I am, by all means, let me know in a loving way. Could ya, please? Hi, Daisy. How are ya? I'm glad you stopped in. Thank you. I love you too. I'm so glad to see you here. Daisy Daisy. Here comes Joey. Nope. Purple is your favorite? My favorite is green. Like the green you see in life. Like plants. Like peridot green. That beautiful, like the color of the G in green apples. That Granny Smith, but a little bit deeper. There's a specific type of green that I love. Yeah. red, especially, what's that mean? Juice, especially juice. Red is my favorite, especially, period. I'm really glad you guys are here with me. Spinach green, no. Like Granny Smith green, basically. Green apple green. Yeah. Yeah, I guess you're either harmonic or discordant. And I know I talked about that the other day, how like you can be so, so close, but if you're too close even, or just wherever, but you can be too close. You can be closer than someone who's harmonic, but if you're too close, you're discordant even, unfortunately. You know, that's why they say if someone is really, you have problems with someone and you're judging them and you're having a lot of problems with who they are and what they do, it's a mirror for yourself and you need to look at why you're being triggered by that thing, right? Like, why that? Yeah, I think so, green apples. Not like baby shit green. No, that's my second favorite. Who was that creepy behind me? That was my dog. What? You're gonna need to bring her in. Green and black, interesting. So I actually have a favorite color combination. It's the combination of what the earth looks like from space. It's green and blue and white and brown. Those are my favorite colors. Favorite color combination. And then all my other favorite colors come in color combinations that you find in nature. McLaurin, papaya, orange. Oh, this is hurting me. Look out, buddy. Ugh. Ouch. Sorry. Yeah, any kind of like, any color combination that I find in nature, right? And that's what I have to say actually about people. When girls are of the age where they're not like, I'm turning gray. Do I want to dye my hair? Do I not want to dye my hair, right? When I was doing hair and makeup in Hollywood, I always tried to encourage the girls to grow out their natural hair color. Because that's the best, winningest color combination for you. Period. And maybe you can do some things to like brighten up here and there strategically, but the best color combination for you is literally going to be the one you were born with. You would just want to like maybe polish it up, right? Don't we all? You know, my hair, do not love my hair color right now. The fuck? But the reality is, I just don't give a fuck. That's the reality. I don't give a fuck. It is so unimportant to me. Other than the fact that, yes, I would 100% visit Russia. My family, enough about my hair, right? My family came from Minsk and Odessa. My grandparents. The color, it's because it's like blonde white. Okay, so what I do, because the color would grow in like very dark and light. I don't like that. So I just mist it with a little 3% every so often to soften it up and make it look like more like a blonde. And if it starts looking a little bit too like brassy or yellow, I mean, I have a yellow light on right now, but with an amber shade. But I use a purple toner on it to make it more of like a pretty, the color of like, the different color of straw, basically, like bark, like when you see like the light blonde and brown color mulch. I want the color of mulch. I just want my hair to look like mulch. You know, that light colored mulch. And I want my own natural streaks and everything. So I just mist it with a little 3% every so often. Right? Yeah, exactly, basically. Because otherwise it would be like that salt and pepper. And I find that starkness so harsh. I'm getting a little bit used to it. You know, so like, it was about, God, it's almost been about 2 years ago right now. All this junk right here, I accidentally bleached it and let it dry. And so you can imagine what happened to my hair. I've done some stupid shit. I was talking on the phone, I was outside, and the next thing I know, I've got dry bleach on my hair. Like, all of it. It was horrible. So, I don't do that anymore. I don't even know why I did that because I didn't use bleach at the time. I did exactly what I do now. I did that, and I don't know why I did that. Sometimes I don't know why I do shit. I have a momentary lapse of reason. That's why I've told you guys I need adult supervision. So someone can look me in the eyes and say, hey, 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 hey. What you doing? What you doing? Let's play this out. Let's talk this through first. Can we talk this out before you do that thing with the bleach? Beware. What do you mean? I turned 30 and unreasonable thinking about how I dress and what hairstyle I have now. What do you mean by that? Hazel fox. What's hazel? Hi, Black and Hello. Right, I totally get that that's a play on words. My eyes, I guess, are hazel, I've been told. Hold on one second. I'm going to change the lighting. Alexa, turn bulby to cool white. Alexa, turn bulby up halfway. So that's like my true coloring, right? And you can see, not that anybody gives a fuck, but what else am I going to talk about? See under there where it's really, really white, but then I've got this patch where it's still pretty, pretty dark. If I was just going to let it go, like there's a lot of dark stuff back here. See all that? So I'm just trying to let the very most natural darkness grow out and just soften it a little bit. Tashana, girl, you have the most beautiful eyes. And you know what? I know you hear that all the time. And I know everybody says that too. But I hope you never get tired of hearing that because there's something magical about people who have those types of kind of mystical features that it's sort of like when you see a really cool car or a hot air balloon or, you know, when you spot someone who has some really interesting features, it's like seeing cool artwork. So I hope that you appreciate when people are like, wow, right? I like it. I enjoy that. I didn't used to understand what people meant, especially when my hair was dark. Can you imagine? And people be like, oh my God, you have the prettiest eyes. Your eyes are so beautiful. And I'm like, what do they mean? What's different about my eyes than someone else's? Did you bring the cat in? Thank you. I'm glad. I'm glad. Right? Brown or green, blue, silver, and you know what? I think I know exactly what you're talking about. I dated a guy with eyes like that. Wow. Brown or green, blue, silver, yellowish brown. His eyes could that yellowish brown where it looks like gold bars almost. So pretty. Hmm. Thank you. If you're talking to me, girl, I'll take it. Thank you so much. Thank you. I try. I mean, there's times I'm not a very kind human being, and I admit that. Like, I'm edgy and I can be a dick. Hey, Eric. I am 54. Like that, like gold bars, yeah. Because in gold bars, I mean, it's kind of like this, right? Where you can have that really, really dark, even though it's all the same color, like the very, very dark and the shadows and the light. Oh, so beautiful. And the eye, the eyes have all those cool, like crepuscular rays, they look like. So beautiful. Oh, interesting. When you say your name's eyes, you must mean baby. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh, man. So, how have you been managing your mood so as not to freak out? Hi, Ray. How are you? Nice to see you back. How are you managing not to freak out? Your man. Oh, okay. I'm like, man, baby. What are you saying? I'm trying to move the camera closer to me these days instead of me leaning forward because, like, the other day, I was in a lot of pain afterwards. Remind me to either sit up straight or sit back or something. Shit, I like this new strain. So I literally went to the dispensary and had a very lengthy-ish, 10 minutes, discussion. I told the guy what I liked, which strain I liked, and what I needed. And he was just a little whiz kid. He went through all these different strains and recommended a couple, and I just tried them both. On the money. Like butter. Like butter. And just the right effect. Just the right effect. Gigi! Where have you been? Gigi, it's fine. You raised me. Don't be afraid of the product. Do not fear your progeny. What's going on, Gigi? So, Ray, here's what my findings were. Okay, so I can't take any like opioids. And I take way too much Advil and Aleve. And I'm still in pain, so what the fuck, right? Furthermore, okay, let me not get too convoluted here. I don't want groggy or like stony or like, I need to clear head, energy, creativity, that kind of stuff. Uplifting, blah, 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 blah. So you'd say, oh, a sativa. But I cannot have anything that has the certain terpenes in it that'll give you heart palpitations. and that's the pinene. Furthermore, I don't want munchies. I've been told that's limonene. Furthermore, really what I need, the whole reason for all of this is because I'm in chronic pain and I can barely fucking stand being here. So at least it helps my mental state a little bit. And, sorry, Gigi, you know exactly what I mean though. And furthermore, I need pain relief if possible because weed has never really helped my pain. It just helps me deal with the pain mentally. Well, so this little whiz kid, bud tender, because I told him, you know, I'm like, I have so much pain all the time. And I told him that. And he's like, oh, well, you need this particular terpene. And we have just a couple things. It's a very, very rare terpene and you need to try this. And so I bought like a little, they literally had one strain that was in a little tiny pre-roll that was $5 and it's very high in that thing. I think it's called myrcene. So I'm gonna try it. Because if I could just feel a little bit better. Oh, unfortunately, Gigi, you'd be saddened to know most of those are adult men. Dumb doc, what's that? Dumb docs. Oh, doctors, yeah. Cam? No. So the original one that I went in there was called Cap Junkie. I mean, there's so many strains. Do they mean anything? You know what, though? I don't know. I'm just really learning the terpenes that help me specifically and what I want and don't want. Sounds like it's cereal time. What does that mean? Do I need to eat some cereal? You know, Ray, I've tried CBD like creams and stuff, and they're very nice. When you get a really good one, I'd like to get some of those, I guess. I mean, I seem pretty happy right now, I guess. Or whatever. I'm hot. I really want to take my jacket off. Cap Junkie is oh, do you know it? So, hi Ashley. How are you doing, honey? So I got some strains similar to that. Do you want to know what they are? Oh, Jesus. Oh my God. Yeah. I don't know. I need to maybe try a different brand of gummies because I was taking some gummies. I think it was that. Maybe it wasn't that, but I felt like it made me really, really emotional. Maybe it was just because Corey was leaving for college. Maybe that was all it was. Back in the day, back the first time he left. How do you do that, Ashley? Areas. I haven't seen that one here. Alejandro, thank you so much. Okay, so let me show you. I'll tell you what I got. Okay, so the first one. Thank you. It's fine. You didn't hear what I was saying. I was just bitching about cables not working. Nothing. How? Wait, that worked. Motherfucker. Okay, so let me tell you what I got. This one here is more like, doesn't have anything that would make me sleepy because I can't have that. I can't have that. And I don't want to be like, don't want that at all. Medellin and jet fuel gelato. You're looking at 27%, 2730, 16.22 milligrams terpenes. Let's see. So it's got limonene, caryophyllene. Okay. Limonene, caryophyllene, and myrcene. Oh, myrcene is the pain relieving one, isn't it? Is the myrcene? And it's 1.87 milligrams. So this one is supposed to have some of that pain relieving effect. We'll see. It was nice. It was very smooth. I'm tired of garbage. Ditchweed. Okay, this one, hippie soap. Also beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It's just very smooth. And this is 27%, 25 milligrams terpenes. Caryophyllene. Oh, this is the one. Farnesene. That's the one he said that was pain relieving. Farnesene. Is that the one? He said it's very rare. And linalool, which I don't really usually like because it gives you that sleepy kind of, makes my eyes funky. And it did just a little bit. So this is going to be more like, definitely not morning. Not that it's making me sleepy, but I just, it makes me feel like I've got cotton balls in my brains right here. And that's not a feeling I love a lot of the time. Thank you. I'm trying to sound it out. Besides the fact I can barely see it. Then I asked him for a pre-roll that was like super, super, super sleepy. And he hooked me up with, because you know these pre-rolls are like $5 these days. And I don't care if these are harsh because I'm taking like one little hit to go to bed. This one is, the fuck? Oh, that's funny. It's called Jenny's Kush. 24%. Caryophyllene, myrcene, limonene. I guess it's the caryophyllene that makes you sleepy. I like all types, Jeff. What do you want to listen to? I'll play some music. I don't care. Bubba's Girl? What's that made from? So then this thing here, he said specifically this one is pain killing. I think it's this one. Maybe it's that one. Obviously, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Oh, this is the one. No, this has farnesene Okay, so this is called I have no fucking clue what it's called. J1. It's got terpinolene, caryophyllene, and farnesene. The farnesene is the one he said is pain killing, so hopefully that will help me. It's just been such a struggle for me to find something that has all the things I'm looking for. You know, I don't want to be hungry. I don't want to be groggy, sleepy. I don't want to not be able to think. It needs to not give me heart palpitations. So these strains right here, but here's the thing, right? What happens if you smoke the same strain too much? I don't know. But I would rather smoke less of something better than more of something garbage. You know what I mean? What is all that stuff in it? What do you mean? The terpenes? Alexa, turn Bulby down halfway. Yeah. I went through periods where I didn't smoke for a long time either, and it has its pros and cons. But being that I just don't take pain meds, there's just no way at this point I could just walk around life normal. You know? High CBD, low THC strain. Oh, okay, I use a smoke ratio and I do have creams. Okay, so that's interesting, but won't that make me tired? Okay, so I'm so injured everywhere, but my main problem, you don't have an appetite if you don't smoke. Yeah. That's interesting, yeah. So, you bought it? Yikes, Gigi, that sucks. Jeff, you know what? Yeah, I do yoga. I have done it like once in the past week, though. I need to do back into it. I just kind of, whatever. I need you guys to remind me to do yoga and move my body and stay well if you don't mind. So, hydrocodone. I did take hydrocodone. Isn't that an opioid? That makes me very sick. All those things make me very, very sick. I ended up taking baclofen. Ew. He ate it too, didn't he? Baclofen and tramadol, which are not indicated together because they can cause respiratory problems. I have a history of that, bad history. But it didn't do that for me. And so I convinced my doctor to prescribe it for me, and he did. And it worked. But I don't have a doctor and I don't have any meds right now. What do you mean? No pills. Yeah, I prefer no pills. And really like a massage every day, right? All that stuff, really working it out helps a lot. Kratom. How? I drank some kratom one time and it made me extremely ill. It was just like tramadol. It was just like overdosing on hydrocodone. If I take a full hydrocodone, it's so bad. Half, it only is like 5 minutes of extreme nausea. And like that just, ugh, I don't like it. I can't tolerate it at all. Guys, I can't even drink alcohol hardly. I try so hard. I try so hard to drink alcohol. I just, sometimes, right? Sometimes. Jesus. Keys. Allergic to it. Maybe that's what it is. What happens when you're allergic to it? Like, how do you know you're allergic to it? Because I would get like nauseous and hot and like really feel like I'm gonna pass out. So fentanyl is used to fight. Oh, kratom is used to fight opioid addiction. I don't have an opioid addiction. Oh man, alive. Yeah, I have a very hard time with any of that stuff. Sorry, is it Dubois? No, that would be OISE, wouldn't it? I'm really far behind in the chat, aren't I? Liquid gels. Well, and do you guys know, is there a difference between the name brand and the generic? I always thought there was, as far as like purity versus toxicity and what's going to rip your guts up and what isn't. Do y'all know? Liquid gels, okay. I'm sorry I'm so far. Let me try to catch up. I'm going to have to skip a couple here. So Tylenol and Advil together, isn't that what the NSAIDs? But isn't the dual strength or the dual formula is Advil and Tylenol, right? Dubose. All right, cool. Thank you. Awesome. Well, you guys, I did see some of the monetization features reappear, so it appears as though they got my information because the whole reason they demonetized me is because my AdSense wasn't set up to receive any kind of payment. So I've had to go through an identity verification process. And it looks like it'll pop back in one of these days, maybe. But I appreciate you guys so much. I'm sleeping kind of funky, and I've had just a weird day. A lot of weird thoughts, invasive thoughts, and wanted to come on and talk with you. I can't promise this won't be the last time tonight, but I love you guys, and I really appreciate you being here with me. Oh, I love you. Did it say paused, or it doesn't say paused anymore? It doesn't anymore, right? Because I saw today that I can do like member only live streams still, which I didn't check before. So I don't know, but I did see some things starting to come back in. So it looks like maybe. Jeff, we're working on it. I had to take a little break. I think I'm going to take a little break, just grow it nice and slow like this, and then in October I'm going to ramp it back up for the holidays. What do you think? You want to help me do that, Jeff? I'd love to have you here. I do love my subscribers. Oh, Yeah, okay, well. Counter and perks are back up now? Huh. Thank you. Yeah, well, once my bills are paid and everything like that, and I don't have any worries, I won't need to talk about getting naked anymore, will I? Just saying. We're gonna have to put some food on the table first. Thank you, Jeff. Yeah, well, it'll be nice to see that pop back in. If it does. I'd love to see everybody's puppies pop back in too. A broke famous artist. Yeah. I mean, I finally just had to come to the realization that however I put food on the table, if anybody's got a problem with it, they're more than welcome to put food on my table. Make my problems go away, otherwise they can shut up. I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore. You know, what's worse? Struggling your whole life and having your kids struggle? Or doing what you naturally do and letting people see it if they want? Because I don't give a fuck. Ask Gigi, I've never been able to keep my clothes on. That's not why, Gigi, though. That's not why I was demonetized. Yeah, but they don't put food on my table. They don't feed my kids. No, I don't have an OnlyFans. I am so grateful that Corey is monetized. Do you know how much of a weight that takes off of my mind? What was a clerical error? But anyway, yeah, I mean, Gigi will attest to the fact that, I mean, when I was a little girl, I was always taking my clothes off. And, to this day, it's like I was trying to do yoga the other day just on a normal live stream, and my clothes were so uncomfortable. I kept like rolling them up and tucking them in. And really, in my real life, I practice nude. Aww. Well, you've just been gone forever. I was demonetized. But we're getting it back. It was just because I hadn't completed the AdSense identity verification thing, where to send the money, I guess. I don't know. So it looks like it's coming back. Don't worry. Corey, every time you see him live, yeah, now he's in a copyright battle right now, but yeah, he's making money. He's doing great. School is what it is. He's not really happy to be there. I hope that changes though. I mean, Max, some people don't like that and don't appreciate it. YouTube is one of those people. It's not, I mean, whatever. I mean, before I had kids that were old enough to know the difference, whenever I walked in the door, that's the first thing I did. Everything came off until my son told me that he didn't want to see me naked anymore. I'm like, okay, I don't want to see you naked anymore either, then put your clothes on. And that was the end of it in our home. I mean, he was like 2, maybe 3. Thank you all so much for being here anyway. If you are new to the channel and don't know who I am, my name is Genevieve, and I come on a couple times a day, always in the morning with coffee with dogs, and then usually I drop in at least one other type of day. Thank you, Keys. And so is yoga naked sex though? And I wanted to really reach out to people who maybe felt isolated. First, I started sharing my dogs, and then I got involved because whatever, it doesn't matter why. And then it's turned into this, and there's a lot of different ways that I feel I've, you know what I mean? And so, like, I'm comfortable turning the camera on myself. Not everybody is. And that's fine. And not everybody wants to see that, and that's fine. And it's interesting because I've found that, there's aspects about this that I enjoy that I didn't expect to enjoy. And there's aspects about it that I don't, yeah, and you can't help what other people are going to look at when they see you, whether you have clothes on or not. Anyway, what the fuck ever I was saying. Right, Troy. So I've had to find platforms where I can just be myself in whatever form I feel like. Thank you, you guys. I appreciate you, Amanda. I'm not like inventing things to do. This is like literally what I do. Yeah, Max, and actually, you guys, I like connecting with people. I don't, there's a lot of people out there that are not connecting with people. I like connecting with those people. I love you, green apples. I never want you to feel creeped out or weirded out by what goes on in my life. But it's possible it could happen. It could happen. Well, and there's certain things that I hope I bring to the table that some people might find artistic. When I lived in Kansas City, Missouri, there was this cool coffee shop that had this great little theater in a downstairs. And we used to produce little shows down there. And I produced a yoga show and sold tickets, and people came and sat in the seats. And I did just that. And I wore a flesh colored thing, and I just did yoga. And a couple that I knew came and watched, and they told me they went home and banged it out. Okay, good for them. But don't you think, like, when you go on and see someone doing yoga, don't you think that's beautiful? I do. Dance. Yeah, my tribe. Yeah, right? Housewife life. I feel like I haven't seen you guys in a while, but I know the kiddos went back to school and everything. What, Kitty? You're not going outside. God, I'm way up. Sorry, I'm way in the wrong spot of the. Let me go back down to the bottom. Yeah, no, I'm definitely not hurting anybody, and I'm actually just living more authentically, quite frankly. Right? I'm just gonna go ahead and be who I am. How about that? Yeah, she has plans. Aw, thank you, 420. I appreciate that. You know, I'm good with whoever you want to be. If you're a loving person towards me and other people, well, baby, you can't go outside. Go use your litter box. Well, the older you get, the more you realize who you really are, and who you didn't let yourself be because you thought it was the broken part of you. But I realized it wasn't the broken part of me. It's the authentic part of me. Just because other people didn't like it didn't mean it was the broken part of me. She's got food in there. Yeah. Words and judgments. I mean, you know, once you've invested so heavily in your own life and your own self, other people's opinions, their investments in you, carry so little weight, if any at all, until they've really earned that space. Easy prey lizards. She's got tons of prey out there. No, kitty. You can't go outside, baby. I'm sorry. I should ship her back to you, Gigi. Yeah, and the older you get, the more you realize who you are. The more you grow, the more you know. Know thyself. It's not narcissistic to know thyself. It's important to know yourself so that you can avoid fucking up your own life more than you already do. Right? Aw, Donald, I appreciate you so much. Thank you, honey. Well, then you're part of my tribe, babe. If you enjoy my tribe, you are my tribe. Thank you, Six X. Thanks, babe. Thanks for being here. Yeah. Oh, man, I'm sure. Get in where you fit in. She's brought back both. Two of each, actually, I think, at this point. Yeah, two of each. Yeah. So, maybe tomorrow I'll get my body moving again, you guys. I probably shouldn't tell you this. I guess I'll wait till Gigi gets off. Essential oils, yeah. Richard Simmons, leg warmers. Did he die? Thank you, Joker. No, I just haven't been eating. Let's just put it like that. Man oils? Hold on, y'all. Okay. I need to jump off of here, you guys. I love you all so much. And essential oils are the only way to smell. Don't know what a man oil is, but will you meet me back here tomorrow for coffee? Oh, sage is nice. Okay, y'all, meet me back here for coffee tomorrow. Make sure you subscribe, click the bell for notifications, and click all. I didn't do that with Tashana, so I didn't know when she was going live. Heal Tashana, I'll be out ready for whenever you're ready to go back on. Nerdy married mom, I love it. Good night, everybody. Sending you love. Bye bye.